Welcome back, everyone. In this video we're going to see a service call I had gone to. I worked on 3 units in a 9 complex setup. Was able to fix 2 units when 1 unit's going to replace, and on one of them I have to go back and replace the evaporator fan motor on this barred wall mount unit. So thought I'd bring you guys along, and you can see how easy it is to change an evaporator fan motor on these barred wall mount units. Let's check it out. First 3 units weren't cooling. We were able to fix this unit. This unit, the condenser coil is rotted away. We got a plugged filter dryer, grounded compressor. This unit is just a mess. So this unit's going to get replaced. And this unit here had a burnt up fan relay, and I'll show you some pictures here of what it looked like. But they have burned out quite a lot of things. Also, the evaporator fan motor went out, and these barred units come as an assembly. It's much easier to do it that way, instead of having to take the motor out and readjust all the fan blade and all that. However, that part on order from the manufacturer would be here, man, in like 5 weeks. So we're gonna take the evaporator fan motor out of this unit that's gonna be replaced and put it into this unit. And that's just how the customer wants to treat it, and it's not a bad idea, because having to wait 5 weeks, you know, this middle unit here serves an open area inside the complex, which is fed by other units, so it's hard to tell that it's not working. Just a couple warm spots here and there. However, this unit serves 2 offices plus an open area, so you can obviously tell in the 2 offices that it's hot and the unit's not working. So we'll get that going. I thought I'd show you guys what it's like to swap out the evaporator fan motors on these units. Okay, so here's the evaporator motor, the assembly. This all comes as one piece from the manufacturer. It's much easier to install a brand new assembly with the motor and the capacitor than trying to take this motor out. I mean, it's definitely possible. Remove all the screws, open up the fans, you know, take out the fan blades, but it's quite time consuming and it doesn't always turn out well balanced. In the past when I've done it, it's been okay, but you can tell it's got extra wobble. So I always prefer using a brand new assembly straight from the manufacturer. Of course, with everything going on at the moment, a brand new assembly is at least 5 weeks out. So what we're going to do is put in the motor from the other unit that is not operational, and it's going to be replaced anyway. So it's very simple to switch these out. You got 4 screws here. This diverts the air to the coil, which the coil could use a little cleaning, but the customer at the moment does not want to take care of that, which is fine. We'll just put them on the schedule for later on. So you have the 4 screws here, and you have 2 screws back here holding in the assembly as well. So if you take a look at that, 4 screws and the 2 screws back here. And now you just unwire the yellow and the black. The red is a low speed that's not being used, and this assembly slides out. I normally like just to cut it here since it's going to be rewired anyway. This red wire is not being used. That's the low speed on the motor. And the whole assembly just slides right on out. And since this motor is no good, we can go ahead and just let it go. And we'll do the same to the other unit, remove the motor, and that motor will reinstall it here in this unit. We've got the fan up here. The easiest way is to grab it from the middle and just hold it straight on up. Make sure everything slides in. Now we can screw everything back in. Now that we have the fan secured in place with the screws, we can grab our wires and let's put them in through the channel. And we can pull them into the other side. So you can see where this relay had completely burned up, charred up, left a big charring mark there. And that of course burnt the motor out as well. So here are our fan wires. And we'll wire up our motor. The red is not being used as the low speed. And we'll give it a quick bump, check amperage. But that's how simple it is to replace the evaporator fan motor in these barred wall mount units.